Hello. I don't know who just popped in, but I'm putting my computer on mute so we don't have the backup. Oh, I just popped in. That is funny. I just joined on my computer and now I see. Yes. Okay. I actually do have brain cells. Uh, so the two people that are currently in this live are myself and myself on two different devices. But I'm sure we're going to have some other people popping in here soon. So that is just plain funny. So, yes, that's what I've got to say about that. Hello, hello. Whoever just popped in, give me a hello in the comments so I know who's here. Thanks for coming. Always an adventure. I'm here in a few seconds. Looks like everyone just came in. Hello, hello. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me on the live raid. Kathy says it's a raid. Everyone watch out. And they come in. Nice to see everyone. Everyone can hear me okay. Just give me a thumbs up if the volume's okay. It's all good. Excellent. Thank you so much. So I just want to say hello real quick and tell you that my name is Rachel DeMint, and I'm head of Lilyworks Jewels and Lots. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This spot that you have now come into was saved for Rachel, who was going to do her live originally for Totally Bugging during this time. But then her sweet husband reached out to her and asked her on a date, and she couldn't turn him down. And you know what? That dear lady, of all people I know, is the one person that definitely deserves to go have a break and enjoy her evening. And so she had reached out to me to say, hey, because there was no one after me. I'll be doing the 8 p.m. spot finishing at 9. And she was telling me that she was going to do her live at 9 and that I needed to raid into her. I said, no problem. And we were chatting, and then we got on the subject of the fact that there was this gap. And I was like, listen, I don't mind just filling it in because I have more than enough, buggy jewelry that we can, and games and conversation, whatever, that we can fill in that time. So to just keep her life stress-free, she didn't need to do anything except pull her live off of the schedule, and everything else was taken care of. So thank you for those of you behind the scenes that passed the word on to the person who just finished their live, Flirty Lee, who just finished her live. I bought a few things in her live, some cute buggy things. So with that being said, today, this is in fact Curry. I'm with Cherished Relics Boutique. I have a YouTube channel also called Cherished Relics Boutique if you haven't followed it before. And I want to thank some behind the scenes people that helped get the message to, Flirty Lee Finds, or Flirty Lee, I guess is her thing, to let her know that she needed to raid into me. So I do still have some buggy, actually, themed games today. And now that I'm doing a part 1 and a part 2, I don't need to be in a massive rush, because normally I was just going to have to go, 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 go. And that's no fun. We like to chat because we're women. So with that being said, I'm going to pull over my very first. I did put up all the items. I listed them before the show, so people had the opportunity to do pre-bids, and that means as well during the show, you have the opportunity to do pre-bids if you would like. So with that being said, I am going to get started. I've been watching most of the, buggy lives today, And they've been fabulous. I love the backgrounds people have put in there, and definitely people have had to be creative because it's definitely been hard to find a lot of bug stuff. For some reason, I have a lot of bug stuff. I don't know why, but I have definitely pulled in things like what eats bugs and where bugs hang out, and we've just kind of extended the bug environment just a little broader so we could bring in some other items. So yeah, so I think we're going to get started. Let me pour out my first bag here, which is not my first bag. I grabbed the whole box backwards because I have them all numbered. So let me reverse and try that again. Excuse me. Okay. And then tonight when I'm done, I'm going to be spilling into Sandy, who is, I forget her username. I should know her username. Hold on. Sandy, why don't I remember your username? Because is your name in your username? Right. And what is Sandy's findings? Of course, you see her name is in it. Duh, I say. I'm writing this down so I don't have to ask that stupid question again. Findings by Sandy. So I will be rating into Sandy, and then Sandy will be rating back into me for part 2. And let me give you a little heads up. For part 2, I'm going to have a very special guest. So prepare yourselves. I'm not quite sure what you're going to think of it, but all I can say is it will amaze you. So that is all I'm going to say about that. So let's get started with our first few items. Okay, we're going to start with this one. Okay, here is a pair of really, really cute, definitely vintage little, I guess you would call them, beetle scatter pins. And they appear that they are matching. And I do believe they are. On the back, if we look really close, it's kind of hard to see there, but it does say Spain. So that's interesting. But here's what I find interesting. One looks more copper and the other one looks more gold. So I don't know what that's about. But anyways, from the front, they look exactly the same. So I'm going to run these very cute vintage beetle, ladybug, scatterpins for a $5 start. And I changed all of my things to 20 seconds just to move things along as we plug on through this show. So that is number 1. Thanks for taking a look at that. Okay. And I will tell you right now, some of you have been with me before, and you guys are pros because you've definitely done this before. So I don't even, it doesn't even have to be someone who wins an auction. It just needs to be somebody that I call out in the chat to say, hey, give me a letter, because I have some very fun bug-related Wheel of Fortune puzzles to solve here. And this is our first one. And the last time I did a Wheel of Fortune puzzle, someone asked me to use a red pen. So there it is. I got my red pen. Yeah, so just to start it off, can I ask Sandy with not Sandy, I'm sorry, Flirty Lee, who is the one who just finished her live. If you're there, will you give me a letter for our puzzle? It can be a consonant or a vowel. It doesn't matter. And we are solving this as a group. It's a group effort. And if she's still there, she may not be. If not, I'm going to ask for Insane Bargains, Miss Kathy, to give me a letter, because you're always right there ready to jump on it. Doesn't matter if it's a vowel or a consonant. Unless everyone left to go get their dinner or something. Mel, are you there? Could you give me a letter, a vowel, or a consonant just to start our puzzle off? It is bug related. Anything you want. That works for me. Okay. So that's a no-go. And give me a second letter, please. when people get ready to solve one of these puzzles, all I need you to do in the chat is just type in, I'd like to solve, and then I'll acknowledge that and we'll get going. Okay. So we've got right there. And that's it. So we're going to move on to our next listing. Okay. Okay, this is a whole lot, shall I say. Let me bring it to stage. Oh, no, it's not a lot. It sort of is a lot. I grabbed the wrong one. These are some cloisonne earrings and a pin. So let me find them real quick. I apologize, but it takes me just a second to go through all the listings. And, okay, so I have here a set of in excellent, let me mind you, excellent condition. Sometimes these cloisonne earrings can be kind of in better condition than others. I just want to give you an idea of size. These are about 1.5 inches long. And they do have some little butterflies in there. Yay, yay, yay. Along with this very cute kind of filigree open work pin. So I'm going to start the auction right there for anybody who's interested in those beautiful things. I do have to admit, I have lots of cloisonne tonight, but a lot of my cloisonne is bigger stuff like bracelets and pendants and that sort of thing. So let me see if I can get V. Dessler, if you're there and you would like to give me, thank you for taking a look at those. If you're there and you would like to give me a letter for solving our Wheel of Fortune puzzle, just type a letter. It doesn't matter if it's a vowel or a consonant. If you're there, you could do that. If not, I'm going to get Teal Chickadee, who just popped in the live, to give me a letter, which is Marissa. So why don't you do that, Marissa? Do you mind giving me a letter for our Wheel of Fortune behind us? It can be a vowel or a consonant. Works for me. Okay, it's right. Okay. Would you like to give me a second letter to go on our puzzle? And then we'll move on to our next listing. Works for me, okay? Okay, we're going to move on. This next listing is a lot, meaning a lot of stuff, but it also is a lot of multiple of these little metal, colorful, really fun pins, brooches, and there is 5 of them in this lot for $5. As you can see, we got this one, we got a really big one. These are all just little kind of lighter metal ones. We've got this cute one. They're all in great condition, a little white one and a very unique blue one. So let me start that bid for anyone who's interested in 5. That means they are like $1 a pop, which is pretty darn good. These are great to add to presents if you have like a gift that you want to add it to the card, or, put it in a card, blah, blah, blah. So it looks like those are going home with Mel. And I'm just going to jot her name on here. We will move on. Hey, Mel, give me another letter for the puzzle, please. Right behind you. You're welcome, Mel. It can be a vowel or a consonant. Okay, thank you. Sorry for the very messy handwriting. It's hard for me to write upside. And give me one more letter, please. And when someone's ready to solve, all you have to do is say, I'd like to solve, please. Okay. And I will say that all of these are bug-related phrases. Okay, here's our next listing. Okay. Let me make sure I'm okay. So I have for you a Monet signed. See if we can come close up. Him right under the little bar there, it says Monet. It's kind of hard for you to see it, but he's an open work dragonfly. Shows a little bit of wear, but that makes it extra special. I just started the bid. It is signed with Monet and in great. And there's a little note I wrote in there that says, yes, I'm selling 2 of these because I happen to have 2 of them. 2 little cute dragonflies. They had a whole bug arena when they made these things because I've seen lots of different things that come in that. Okay, thanks for taking a look. Could I get, how about Insane Bargains? Did you come back? Would you like to give me a letter? It can be a vowel or a consonant. Solving this bug-related phrase. Insane Bargain is there. She may not be. Let's see who else is in the chat. Flirty Lee, are you in the chat? Would you like to, are you still watching? Would you like to give me a letter to solve our Wheel of Fortune puzzle? It can be a vowel or a consonant. I think everyone went to go get their dinner. They turned their show on and they went away. That's okay. Sometimes we have to do that. Let's see. Mountain Mama, how about you? You want to give me a letter? Oh, vintage. That works. Vintage Girl Irene. That works. Thank you. L. Okay, there's no L. Can you give me a second letter? Thank you, Erin. Can be a vowel or a consonant. Okay, works for me. Okay. All right, that's what we got so far. We're getting there. On to our next listing. We have this Rivoli crystal. If I can get it out of the bag. Snail pin. I'm going to find it in my listings here. And I just have asking of $2, but yeah, it is still on its card. Looks brand new. So a great little thing to put in a little gift for someone with a $2 starting bid. Thanks for your bid there, Erin. And again, Rivoli, for those of you who are not aware of this, is the type of rhinestone. It's the cut of the rhinestone. This one, most rhinestones, a lot of rhinestones are flat on the bottom and then their facets go kind of down. This goes up to a point. So that's going home with Erin. And Erin, I know you just gave me a letter, but you can give me another letter. Oh, darn. I don't want marks on my stone. I dropped my Sharpie on top of my stone surface there. So she says I. I assume that's an I. Okay. So we got that. And if anyone's ready to solve, you can give me one more letter. And again, anyone out there who thinks they know it, this is a bug-related phrase. Okay. So there's no S. Okay, good guess. Moving on. So, of course, when I'm working with the theme of bugs and we have a struggle in trying to find bug stuff, I had to stretch out to, well, what eats bugs? Well, if we're considering worms and other little crickets and things that you put on your fishing pole to be bugs, then of course we're good to have a glass art glass pendant that's a fish. So that'll work, right? That'll fall in the theme. So let me pull it up here. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to find it. It is possible that I forgot to bring it. I didn't bring that one, add to stream. Okay, well, that's a pain because I know I took a picture of it. I'm looking one more time. Otherwise, I'm just going to create a listing. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay, so we have a $4 start on this little pendant art glass necklace. Very colorful. Yeah, this is the back. And it hangs like this on your pendant. And your pendant is 17 inches long. It's one of those, cord pendants. And it is in like new condition. So that goes to Miss Kathy, who won that. Okay, thanks for your bids. Okay, Kathy, you want to give me a letter to try to solve our puzzle behind us? You can see the letters that we have. Let me lift it up for those of you who have a phone that it's hard to see that. The slash through the ones are the ones guessed that are not choices. So if she wants to guess another letter to solve our puzzle, I will get our next bag of stuff. Okay. Okay. She says letter C. Okay. So there's no C. If you'll give me a second letter, it can be a vowel or a consonant. Someone already guessed O. It's in the puzzle. Okay. Okay, that's what we got. So, reach out if you think you have a guess, and I'm moving on. You just have to say in the chat, I'd like to solve the puzzle, please. Okay. So this next item that I'm bringing to stage has got two little things in here. One of the things, if I can get it untwisted, is a teeny, and I mean teeny little cloisonne butterfly pin. So that comes with it, as well as this beautiful condition cloisonne. It's got a butterfly on there, floral pendant. And let me give you an idea size-wise. It's looking right at about almost 1.5. I bet you it's 1.5 this way. Yeah. So I'm going to start that auction. It does have a 29, nice and long, 29-inch length chain with an extender on there. So sometimes for layering, you need longer pieces. So that's a good option. Obviously, we always have the opportunity to put a different chain on it as well. So it looks like that's going home with Miss Kathy. That's a really nice one. I mean, like even sometimes those older cloisonne pieces, even the metal on there starts to look a little bit almost like rusty or like it's not looking good. But this one looks great, just so you know. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Kathy, give me another letter. It's a bug related. Okay. Got it. Oh, I don't need the black pen. Okay. You want to give me another letter? And anyone who thinks they're ready to solve can just say, I'd like to solve in the thing. Give me one more letter. I think I know. Go for it, Mountain Mama. Okay. Go ahead and solve, Mountain Mama. You can just type it in the chat. And then if you don't get the right one, then I will keep going. That's right. Good job. I had to look these up today to get some bug-related ones that we could play Wheel of Fortune with. So that is the first one. Good job. So I'm just going to flip this around, and we're going to move on to our next one. There we go. And we'll start that in a second. Okay. These are a really lovely pair of signed Avon earrings. Of course, we're bringing in, even if we don't have bugs, we have floral, which goes with bugs. But if you look back here, they are signed Avon. They have the original backs, and it sort of reticulates a little bit with the beautiful earrings there. So that's the thing. I'm going to start the auction, and Miss Behave is winning right now. That's Melissa with a $6 bid. These are really nice. Kind of that antique brass color. Looks like that she's going to win it. And let me put your name on here. Those are nice. You're going to like those. They're really actually quite heavy. So I actually have never seen Avon earrings like that before. Okay. So Miss Melissa, do you mind giving me 2 letters to start this next puzzle? Again, it is another bug-related figure phrase or figure of speech. Whoop, whoop, says Mountain Mama. Hey, Mountain Mama, I don't think I've written this down before, but I've seen you in a ton of shopping chats. So I need to know your first name so I can add you to my, I'm trying to be a good person of coming back. And I have Mountain Mama. Oh, we have another Sandy. All right. All right. Works for me. Okay. And so maybe Miss Behave isn't actually here. So, hey, Sandy, since you solved the last puzzle, why don't you give me 2 letters? Just give me one at a time. And this is another puzzle we'll get started on. She says, I. Okay. There's no I. If you would give me a second letter. Another I. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, we're going to move on here to my next listing. I realize that this is not actually all jewelry, but I couldn't not bring it in. And this is really heavy, as you guys would imagine most, ceiling fan and, light fixture pulls to be. But this is going to be a necklace as soon as I can find the listing. And here it is. We have a butterfly. This is a chain that you hang it from, your ceiling fan or your light fixture, so you can pull and turn it on. It's really heavy, 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 heavy. And then with it, I just have a very simple open work butterfly necklace that the length of it is in my thing 20 inches on that. So I'm going to start the auction. It's a $4 start for that. It's mostly about this. It definitely would cost more than $4 to buy a, so if you have a girl or a teenager who would like something like that in their room, this is a great thing. So we got that going on. Okay, thanks for taking a look. Okay, let me move on to number 9. Okay, this has got 2 parts. It is a very lovely, I know because I bought it for myself, floral 925 sterling silver ring. It is sterling silver. I have tested it and I have worn it myself. So it's approximately a size 5. As you can see there, very lovely. And then in addition, I have this rhinestone little kind of ladybug beetle. So I'm going to start the auction on that. It's a really nice neutral ring that would match a lot of your outfits. Very neutral. 925 sterling silver, along with your little bug guy here. Okay, thanks for taking a look. All right, so see if I can pull someone else in the chat to want to maybe give me a letter. Let's see. How come? Oh, there we go. Is Teal Chickadee still in here? Maybe she could give us a letter if she's around. If not, I'm going to move on to my next listing here. So anybody who would like to give me another letter, just throw it out there for me in the chat. You can see we're starting a new puzzle. It is a bug-related figure of speech. Let me find this next one. Next listing. It looks like it's this one. Okay, I'm getting a little bit tangled here. Okay, so this is a set of 2 things. We have these really colorful, lots of rhinestones in there. They look like to be in great condition, brand new condition. Earrings, as well as a shorter open work, butterfly pendant. I think it's on a, I don't know, it's probably like, I'm starting the auction. Let's see what length it is. Oh, I can't even see it myself because I wrote too much. It's a shorter length regardless. Okay. So, yeah, very colorful earrings with a starting bid of $4 for both of them. Okay. Moving on here. So we have people who did an A and an E. I'm on it. I'm on it. Thanks for taking a look at that. So A. That's an A right there. Okay, give me a second letter, an E. Got it. Okay, moving on. Okay, I pulled these in my live last night, but I literally went on my phone to look at what eats bugs. And it's not just, birds and lizards, but mammals can also eat bugs. So it's not unusual that you might have mice eat bugs. So I'm bringing back these really cute, signed, what are they signed? Let's see here. Whoops, I just made a whole bunch of stuff fall. Oh, they're signed Avon. And I'm going to lower the price from what I had them listed for the auction last night. So I believe I can go in. Some of you who are sellers in here can tell me, but I think I can just press on it and edit it if I recall. So, oh, you know what? I forgot to go pull it in. I have to go get it. It's from yesterday. Sorry for the delay. Now it's in my stream, but I have to find it. Okay. So I think if I hold it down, hey, Kathy, or any other live seller in here, can I edit a listing once it's in there? Or do I have to type it up again? I thought I could just hold it down. I'm so confused. Do any of you guys know? Can you actually edit a listing while it's already in the stream? Hey, Marissa, do you know if you can edit a listing? I wanted to change the price of something once it's already in a stream. Oh, you know what? It's because, okay, I have to take a picture of it. I apologize. Let me do that real quick. I'm just going to add a listing. Sorry, I'm just going to take a quick picture of our cute little Avon scatter pins where the eyes, that is a terrible picture, but we won't worry about it. So these are signed Avon vintage mouse moving glasses pins. I don't know if you want to call them scatter pins. And last night I had them up for 7, so I'm going to move it, change it to 5. They are signed and in excellent condition. And let me add that to the stream. The reason I couldn't change it is because it had already ended. Duh. You'd think I'd figure that out. So I can't bring listings in from last night. Move to stage. Okay, so let me show you. These are just too much. I just can't stand it. These little mice, their glasses can be up like they're reading, or you can move him up on top of his head, or you can move him down on top of his nose. And he is a little matching friend here. And yes, it's possible that they could do different things where one might be reading and the other one might not need the glasses at the time. So they're very cute. I'm going to start the auction on those very cute. Oh, it said, I meant for that to say signed Avon, and it self-corrected me to signed along. But I think you get the gist. Thanks for your bids there. Looks like Erin is winning right now. They've got little amber colored eyes. They are super cute. Mountain Mama's now winning. Thanks for your bid. It looks like that's going to Mountain Mama. Okay. Which is Sandy. The other Sandy. We shouldn't call it like that. We should say, you know, that's Sandy 1 and Sandy 2. Okay. Okay. I'm moving on. Hey, Mountain Mama, give me a letter, or 2 letters even, if you don't mind. Solve our puzzle. Hopefully we'll get done with the second puzzle. I won't start a third one because I have to finish in time to go into Sandy's live in about 23 minutes, meaning Sandy's findings by Sandy. So I have someone who gave me a C. Okay. I'm sorry, there's no C. No, meant to put a line through it. Give me one more letter if you would. Oh, J. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't see that. Okay, no J, but good guess. Okay. Moving on to this next listing. Again, I'm looking up to see what actually could eat bugs. And my beautiful Boucher matching pins. Well, they're not perfectly matching. Roadrunner pins. Let me go in here, and I just want to pull up the one from last night, or at least look so I can see how much I had listed it, because I'm going to lower the starting bid slightly, even though these are really quite significantly valuable. They're in excellent condition. I had them for 25 last night. So, oh my gosh. Let me add a new listing here. Don't mind me, but I'm just going to snap a real quick picture. It's not going to be beautiful. So these are vintage, signed, Boucher, Road. Pins, and there's two. So I will lower this auction to 20. I can't go any lower than that, or I won't make money on it from what I bought them for. And if you do a Google search on them, you will find that the actual Boucher, I guess that's the correct pronunciation. Boucher, is it French? Definitely has value. It is a beautiful set of pins. And again, if you know, all right. And I'm going to add that to the stream, which I did. Sorry for the holdup. Okay, so there they are, and they have little red beady eyes. They're in excellent condition, and you have your signature that's right there on the tail, signed. It's hard for you to see it, but it is there. And I'm going to start that auction for anyone who's interested in a very nice set of, can't go any lower than that, beautiful pins. They are running at different gates. You've got them looking so cute here. I just love them. They're so cute. I love the little hair feathers on top of their head that you can just imagine it's blowing in the wind. Okay, so those are going home with Mountain Mama. Okay, thank you for your bid. You're going to be, as soon as you look those up, you'll be very thrilled, I assure you. Because I actually found a listing where both of them were listed together, and it was like 150. I was like, who would buy that for 150 when you could go in and buy each of them for like $35 a pop, which that's kind of what you're going to find for your listings there. Can you give me a 2 letters for our puzzle back here for me, please? And Mama gets to give me more letters. You're welcome. Again, this is a bug-related puzzle. She says T. Okay, give me a second letter if you would. And an O. Got it. Lots of O's. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. And I'm going to pull out my next bag. We're moving along here. Okay. So my number 11 listing here is an absolutely gorgeous cloisonne blue bangle, which was so excited to see that if you look really close, it had flowers there, but then you move up and it's got a little bug, a little butterfly, and then it's a flower, and then it's a little butterfly and a flower, and all the way around. This for a cloisonne is actually in some pretty excellent condition. I'm going to start the auction. It had a $7 start, $7 start. Now this, I believe that they are right at about 8 inches, and it's thicker than most cloisonnes. When you've seen them being bought for $10, they're thinner. This is a thicker one. So thanks for taking a look at that. I'm going to move on to another listing here. Okay, I have this beautiful brooch. Sorry, give me 1 second to find it. Okay, it's right here. Okay, so this, I actually need to clean it a little bit, I see. So I will clean that if anyone buys that. Just the corner needs to be cleaned up a little, but I can do that, not missing any rhinestones. It does not, but look how great condition it is. Open work, and I have a starting bid of 3. And again, you can see the size of this. We're looking at right at about 2.5 inches. So a great little thing. Even I love the idea of adding jewelry, really kind of less expensive jewelry to a tag on a gift. I just think it's a cute idea. So I think sometimes those are a fun way to use those, or stocking stuffers or things like that. Thanks for taking a look at that. Okay, let's see. Could I get Miss Rachel to give me a letter for our puzzle? Nice to see you, Rachel. It can be a vowel or a consonant. All of these phrases are bug-related phrases or figures of speech. So if Rachel is listening, our queen bee, I need her to give me another letter. If she can come around. And while we're waiting for that, I'm going to move on to my next listing. This is brand new. I actually pulled it off the card. The card is over here. I'm not familiar with this brand, but where did I put it? It did come with, it was on this card, and it had earrings with it, but one of the earrings was lost. So I'm only doing the necklace. But it is gold tone, has a little dangle there on the inside, brand new. It basically was on the card, but I took it off because I couldn't fit it in the bag, with an extension there. And let me pull that listing up. It's right here. And I had a $4 start on that brand new necklace, and I'm starting the auction now. It has a little butterfly. Again, it's a snake chain, brand new, but a little enameled butterfly right at the top of that dangle. Sorry, it should be flipped the other way so you can see the pretty colors. Okay, thanks for taking a look at that. And hey, Rachel, are you there? You want to give me a letter for our puzzle? She may not be. She may have walked away. Would anyone in the chat like to give me another letter as we're solving our bug-related puzzle? Welcome to the live, Doxy fam. Welcome in. Anybody can give me a letter. It can be a vowel or a consonant. We're getting close to solving it. Anybody have a letter they want to give me? It's okay if you've already given me letters before. I don't mind. So Mel, both two people say, let's go for an H. Okay, let's do it. So we got that going on. And that's the only H. If someone would give me a second one, I'm going to use that R that someone said. And it goes right there. And that's all I have for now. So again, you can just reach out in the chat and say, I'd like to solve if you're ready. And let me pull up my next listing, which is right here. This is actually a really beautiful, it would have been a really gorgeous pendant in its day. Look at how beautiful and sparkly it is. And I saw it and I was like, oh, this is going to be perfect for the live. And then I turned it over and it had no clasp. The clasp had broken off. So someone would either need to use this for crafting or replace the clasp. But I want to note that all of those amber colored stones are glass and they are all prong set. I'm going to start the auction now. And I just have an asking price of $5 on him. He is pretty big. I knew Mel would want this. I think she's a craft girl. That's a 3-inch wide. And it is as sparkly. See it. So I'm thrilled to send that to you, Mel. Hey, Mel, have you gotten your package in the mail for me yet? I sent you a few little extra things. I was just curious if you got it yet. So that one's going to Mel. Thank you for your bid. Okay. And then someone else said F, so I'm going to go ahead and put that one out there as well. In our puzzle, there's no, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have put a circle. There's no F. Someone give me another letter. Maybe Mel could give me another letter. Okay. And there's no K. All right, we're moving on. This next listing is a Monet signed open work. I'm sure we've seen a lot of these in the lives today. Don't know what price they were asking, but I'm asking a whopping $7. Move to stage on this beautiful Monet open work. And again, right under here is where you see the word Monet. So it's a sign that you can see it's in excellent condition. A beautiful little butterfly. Cute, cute. Okay. Anytime someone feels like they want to solve, they can just mention it in the chat. Okay, I think I do have time for this grouping before we leave. So last night in my live sale, birds definitely eat bugs. So I brought these from my sale last night. And this is going to be I'm going to move this all the way out of the way, and I'm going to actually move this down so we have more room. This is going to be a and I'm going to lower the price from last night. You're going to pick a bird from each column. We have the nicest birds here, and I will briefly lift them up to show you. And then you'll pick a bird from the second column, and then a bird from the last column. And real quick, let me go in and be reminded what I had in asking. So you'll end up with 3 brooches, buyer's choice, 1 from each column. So I'm just going in to see what I had for an asking price last night. I'm going to make it a little bit better than that. These are stunning brooches. So last night, literally, I cannot believe no one bid on this last night. I had a starting price of $12, and you were going to get 3 beautiful brooches. So I will change it to a $10 start for 3 brooches, which will be a excellent deal. So if you'll give me a second, I'm going to take a quick picture of those brooches. So this is going to be buyer's choice. You pick 3, 1 bird brooch from each column. Okay. I don't know why I have the numbers. So I'm going to lower this to a $10 start. I'm going to give it 20 seconds. Why don't I see it? I don't know where the picture is, but we're going to add it to the stream. Apologize for holding you up. And this will probably be the last thing I do before we move on to rating findings by Sandy. But let me move this to the stage. And then we'll also try to solve this before we call it a night. Okay, so yeah, what your job is now is to look at those pretty bird brooches. Let me look at them this way. I'm going to start the auction. Again, you get 3. So you get to pick 1 bird out of the first column, which has, these beautiful... one bird out of the second column, all enameled, and then one bird out of the last column. Right now we have Twinkle Ice Jewels is winning. I've been to your shows before. You have great things. Congratulations on that. Okay, I want to remind everybody, especially with the progressive shipping uh, that we have, I do have a show that is tonight in an hour with my normal slot. Right now I was in Rachel's slot. So I'll be going into a second show for any of you who are trying to combine shipping. And then I also already had a show scheduled for Monday, which will be a completely different theme. It might just be a dig in a mystery box. Let's just find what we find and list, sell what we want and have a more relaxed moment. But I can combine all your shipping for all that. So Twinkle Ice Jewels, go ahead and tell me which brooch from the first column you would like. We've got the colorful peacock. This is an antique e-brooch, kind of enameled, very cool. And this actually is an Anne Klein with sort of that kind of peach color. So from the first column, what do you pick? Okay, so this one, correct? Yes? Okay. And then from the second column, we have this beautiful teal enameled bird. There's the back, as well as this enameled with rhinestone bird. There's the back. And hematite cabochon on this one, probably a hummingbird. Tell me which one you want from that. And she says hummingbird. So the hematite one, excellent. Okay, coming your way. And then the last column, we have a, you know, it's textured, with red eyes bird. We have a little cloisonne pin, as well as probably another hummingbird with green eyes. What you think? And that's a good deal. I think you're going to be really happy with that. So the other hummingbird, so you're saying this one, is that correct? Hey, welcome to the live. Okay, perfect. Let me grab a little baggie for you. And if you guys would take a look at this puzzle behind you, we're going to try to solve this before we go raid Miss Sandy in Findings by Sandy. So, again, you can just say in the chat, I'd like to solve, please. So let me put those brooches in there for you. Twinkle Ice Jewels. Okay. Or someone can give me another letter. Again, this is a phrase that has to do with bugs of some type. Someone guesses an L. Okay. So there is no L. Give me another letter if you would. She says an M. There's still no M. You can keep giving me letters. We got to try to solve this puzzle. We got a W. Got it. Okay, so that's where we're looking at right now. Let me pack these up. I'm not going to, you guys can keep guessing letters because I'm not going to do another listing. We're just chat for a second. I will be coming back on, so I hope you can come back and join me again at the, I'm on the East Coast. I live in Pittsburgh, so it's it will be 9 o'clock my time when I come back on in an hour. So, yeah, we'll be ready. And so someone guessed N. N. Okay. So, oh, my bad. There's an E there. I am terrible. Shame on me. And that's all we got now. Yep. Anyone want to solve it? Good idea, Curry. I love it. Got it. You want to solve it? You got it. It is. There's the second puzzle. That's none of your beeswax. Good job. Excellent. And yeah, did Mountain Mama solve both of those puzzles? She's like a solving queen. Oh no, who solved the other one? Can't remember. Well, if the other one didn't buy anything and you did, maybe I'll throw this and send it to you. You'll probably just throw it away. But we have that memory. Okay, so as we are finishing up here, I just want to, remind everybody that tomorrow we will be having a continuation of the, totally bugging theme that's going to be going on in Lily Works Antiques and Collectibles. So make sure that you go and check that out tomorrow. I am sure, and maybe Rachel can clarify this because I know she did this for me last time, but if you have a buyer that sells in jewels and lots, but then also sells in antiques and collectibles and they haven't shipped your thing yet, maybe there's a way that they can connect the progressive shipping. I know Rachel did it for me. I don't know how we have to work that to make that happen. And I shouldn't say officially because I think Rachel just mentioned that the other day about how they're still trying to make that work on there. But good guess, Susan Grace, you were close. That's none of your beeswax, but that's very close. Okay, so you guys enjoy all the beautiful things that Sandy will be bringing to her live. And then you'll be coming back to me in an hour. And then at the end of my live, which will be 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock Central, Rachel will be coming on. And let's just say, Rachel, just be prepared. She is ready to totally Buggin, to participate in totally Buggin because she has got some incredible things to share and show us. Yeah, so I've never raided into anyone before, but I guess I pressed the X. And there it is. I'm clicking Sandy. And you guys have a great time. I'll see you in a little bit if you want to come back and join us. And don't forget to go follow my YouTube channel. I always forget to say, trying to get to 1,000 followers so I can save my lives and people can actually see them. So end stream and raid.